Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? I can't really hear you. How y'all doing tonight? That's what I like. So my name is Billy Nelson. It sounds good. Okay. So I'm the marketing coordinator of the Sandershandorg. This is our Sandershandorg award ceremony. So a little about me. I'm a marketing major. Me and Sebastian, like brothers, we grew up together, from the same area. We started Sandershandorg 2 years ago, 2017. So everything started off so fast, off the pace, visiting schools all around San Antonio, east side, west side, everything. Just being like that role model for these kids, because most of them grow up in bad areas and need somebody to look up to. So it's a huge pleasure to share this night with all of you. The Sandershandorg Scholarship Ceremony is a traditional event that takes place throughout the whole school year. I want to thank everyone for all the support, and also I want to thank Microsoft for sponsoring us tonight. So we have a lot of story for you tonight, so let's get the ceremony started.
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Good evening. Thank you, guys. Let's get up for Billy one more time. That was a good introduction. Today is I dreamed of this day for a long time. You can ask my two brothers. Like we sat in our living room and I told everybody, I was like, for coming from Houston, I seen Travis Scott do like a whole day dedicated to the city, and I was like, you know what? I'm not a rapper, so we can't do a festival, but let's do something that we do best, and let's award a scholarship and let's give back to our community. And we just want to thank everybody for coming out today. Today's my 22nd birthday too, so it feels good to be here today to do this. It's amazing, and I can go on and on how much this means to me, but let's get right into it. So we are the Sandershandorg. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. Public charity recognized by the IRS and the state. So the Sandershandorg Foundation has two program areas, education and community. In each of these areas, we work towards empowerment, diversity, change, and innovation. Like I said earlier, we're a 501c3. So within our education program, we teach our students core elements of professionalism and leadership. So things as mock interviews, resumes, financial literacy, professional etiquette, entrepreneurship, and we cultivate that within our community program through strategic partnerships, volunteering, and donating. For our first full academic year, which was last year, 2017 through 2018, we serviced just roughly over 2,000 youth locally here in San Antonio and Houston, Texas. That was a pretty big number for us being a grassroots nonprofit. We hit the grounds running. Billy and Mike can be my witness. We were waking up like at 6 a.m. driving to these schools and just doing our thing. And it's just phenomenal to reach that number. And we service right over 1,000 community service hours for people like you guys for coming out volunteering with us in our community program. So with that being said, that's enough about us. We're going to get right into the awards. So we have an evening full of awards. I love giving out awards, so let's get right to it. So this first award, this is somebody that's been there since day one. This is a person who's been there through everything, and he pretty much know who he is. I remember when before we started the Sandershandorg, I wanted to be a rapper, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like I went it. You can ask all my friends, like we got all. I made the first song and Mike and Billy was like, nah, bro, this not it. they was like, nah, man, we're not gonna do this. So I was like, all right, what can we do? And then like a month later, it's like, you know what? I had a God-given talent of leadership and using my voice. So instead of being a rapper, let me do something different that the average African-American male is not doing in our communities. And that's when we decided to start this Sandershandorg. And this guy, I've been knowing him since freshman year. Actually 6th grade, I think. We grew up together. I used to bully him back in back when we was in high school. But I love this guy like a brother. He's been there since everything. And I want you guys to give it up for Michael Onyutuji, our dedicated leader for 2019. Thank you so much, bro. I love you. Michael is our Chief Media Officer. He's a mechanical engineer at UTSA. Be graduating next spring. So Michael, he's a great guy. So let's give it up for Michael one more time. Michael, all right. Thank you, bro. Our next award, somebody else that's been there since day one. He serves on our board of directors as well. I always call him Lil Bro. He's like my little man, my right hand. He's let's give it up for Billy Nelson, our dedicated leader for 2019. Yeah, I know, bro. Love you. All right. So those are our two dedicated leaders. Like I said, they have been there since day one. They've been there through the struggles and through everything. So love you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all for being here tonight. So our next award, this is a woman that I met last year, thanks to my friend Jennifer. She reached out to the Black Student Law Association at UTSA, and she was like, hey guys, I wanted you guys to come in for Black History Month to come and speak to my kids. And Jennifer was like, I can't do it, but I know you can do it. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. That's what I love doing. So she called me, we went over to the school. Great energy, students were amazing. This teacher, she is the 2018 Harlandale School Teacher of the Year. She just won an award yesterday. I think she had a $1,000 grant from, I don't know if it was a HEB, Kids Fire. And she's always winning awards. She's a phenomenal teacher. She just had a leadership summit for her students about a few months ago that I was able to be a part of. And she's a very phenomenal woman. We look up to her, and I want you guys to give it up for Olivia Robinson. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh.
Yeah, you want to say a few words? Yeah.
Oh, okay. First off, I want to say thank you for honoring me right now. I really appreciate it. This organization means so much to my campus, and I am so, so happy that we were able to be connected. I know you have made a huge impact on my students, and they talk about you guys all the time. So thank you so much for all that you do for the community. It's people like you that make an impact on this world. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much. She is our 2019 Teacher of the Year. So We have one more award before we get into our big announcements and the big things. This is another teacher that I met. This actually was the first teacher to ever respond to my email. I sent out like a blast email to like all the school districts, just asking, can we come in and service their students? She quickly responded. She said, yes, please come speak to my students. So we drove all the way to the south side. I think it was the south side of San Antonio. We never been out there. We got lost, we got frustrated, and we finally got there. Students were amazing. This teacher, she welcomed us in like family, and I think over the past 2 years, we've been in her classroom for about 4 times. We are having 2 campus tours for her students. They're coming back to UTSA this April 17th, for another campus tour. She's very inspiring. She loves her students. They can be a little bit crazy at times, but she really loves her students. And she welcomed us in, and I would like to give it up for our next Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Jessica Pola from Allen B. Shepherd.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sanders.
Yeah.
You've done so much for us at our school. I did reach out. I was like, yes, we need him. Thank you for all you do. I love your foundation that you've developed. I look up to you too. Very inspirational to all my students. And I hope you keep on going.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Thank you for being there for us and
problem.
supporting our community.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. All right. So with that being said, we have our next award. And before I begin into this, I wanted to let you guys know this was something that I always wanted to do. Once we started this Sandershandorg, the first thing that we wanted to do was have a scholarship every year for high school and middle school students, mainly because those are students we service. And when I was in high school, there wasn't that many scholarship opportunities available to me. So I always wanted to make an effort, to give back to our students. Last year, we had a young man at Brackenridge High School. His name was Gustavo. He's a professional boxer at 14 years old. He's a phenomenal young man, and we took him shopping. We had a great time, and I told my team, I said, let's do this every year, but let's take it up a notch. So we decided to do a ceremony. So we reached out to all the different school districts, partnered with them, got into their counselor system, let our scholarship be known, let the application be out, and then we got into another program which was called Say See. They do phenomenal work with their students. And so this young man had applied. So I remember I think we was at the rec, we was playing basketball. So I got all the notifications that come to my phone. And so I had seen it, a new application came in. So I told myself, I was like, I don't want to look at the applications until the deadline because I don't want to be biased. So I was like, I don't want to look at it. But I accidentally clicked on it. So I started to skim through it. And I was like, I like this guy. But I was like, you know what, I'll wait because I don't want to be biased. So me and Jamie, we spent the Saturday going through all of the scholarships, and we were just going through all of them, and this one really touched my heart. Reading the essay, I noticed this young man had a lot of qualities in himself that I seen in myself back when I was in high school. He goes to Brackenridge Early College. For those of you who don't know, early college is really one of the best programs that a high school student can get into. They're graduating with an associate's degree and their high school diploma at like 18 years old, going off to a university with another 2 years, and they're getting their bachelor's. So, I recommend every student to do that. I didn't do that in high school because I thought I was too cool, but any student that does that, I always applaud them. He's the National Honor Society president. I wasn't president of anything in high school. Me and Billy and Mike, we would tell you, we thought we was the cool guys. We didn't want to do any of that. So this young man, I was just like, okay, I love his leadership. But he defines success as something that I never seen before. And our whole theme of what we do is define success. What does success mean to you? And that's what we created this program about. Often what I find in my students is, for example, myself being African American, it's like you have 2 opportunities or 2 obligations that the community puts on you, which is being a rapper or athlete. And we don't really know how to define success for ourselves. So within our programs, we want to be able to teach our students, you can be that person that can be an artist. You can be that person that can be a dancer, whatever you want to do. But just define success for who you are as a person. And that was extremely important for me, creating something. So this was a program for the students, by the students. And going through his application, he said, success is not defined of, what you may accomplish, but what you can do when you face adversaries or you face any type of obligations in life and how you can overcome. And he also said about resources. He said success is how you achieve something with limited amount of resources. And that hit me because I never thought of it like that. I always said, if I don't have this, I may not be able to get this. You know, we often kind of throw those limitations on ourselves. But reading his essay, it kind of opened my eyes up as if I had to realize that only you can place a limitation on yourself. And I really want everybody to kind of embrace that because it's been often times that we sat at our table and we said, nah, we can't do that because we're not there yet. But look at us here now. We are a grassroots nonprofit, and by any means, we really shouldn't be here today. Most nonprofits take a long time to take off, but we believed in ourselves, and I told my team, we're not gonna let anybody put a limit on ourselves but us. And reading his essay, it kind of just, really touched my heart. This young man is very involved. He's in the multimedia program at SAC, and it was just awesome, and I fell in love with the scholarship. We all had an executive decision. So I want you guys to give a huge round of applause to Jesus Mancha. He's a senior at Brackenridge Early College. He will be attending Texas A&M for architect. And congratulations, you're our 2019 scholarship winner. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on. Let's get our whole team up here. Jamie, Mia. Come on, guys. You want your family to come up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, come on. I tell him?
Yeah.
All right. And you get in the middle.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, you go ahead and get in the middle. Good. All right. All right, stay right there. All right. All right, Jesus. I'm going to say a few words.
Thank you so much for everyone for putting this together. Thank you very much to Sandershandorg for even considering me for this scholarship. Being from the east side of San Antonio, I've been always very limited in resources and opportunities that I'm able to attain and achieve. But I think this whole road and all of this education and all of this always come from striving, putting in hard work. Because of anything that you have. San Antonio and hopefully nationwide, something for the entire nation, for someone to look up at for kids. And I'm pretty sure that Sandershandorg will be a part of that beauty class. So, yeah, thank you.
And we have a few more gifts for you. All right, you get over there. Let's give it up one more time for Jesus, guys. And that's what it's all about. Seeing a smile on our kids' faces. Last year we were at Rayburn Middle School, and it was the last week of our 6-week program. And one of the young men, he was like, "Oh, I don't want to see you guys go," and I was like, I don't want to go either. And I get real attached to my kids. Like, I want to help everybody. If it was up to me, I give all my student scholarships. But things don't work out like that. You got to be real sometimes. But and he said, "I don't want to see you guys go," and that means more to me than any amount of check or award. Knowing that we can go home, knowing that we made an impact in our students' lives, that's all it means to us. And realistically, like I tell my team, we're not going to be able to reach every student. So let's do reach one, teach one. If I can just inspire one of you guys to change your life for the better, that means the world to me. And I've like I said, we've been doing this just for the last 2 years, and this is what it's all about. Being here today is grateful and a blessing. Like I said to Jesus, I'd like to thank you and your family for coming out, joining us on this evening. This is for you. Students like you are the reason why we are here today. You are the change that you see in your community. And our slogan is be the change. And, like I tell everybody, don't look for the change, be the change. Because, everybody always wants to say, well, there's a problem over here, there's a problem over there. Well, let's get out and do something about it. This is why we created this. So thank you so much, Jesus. Thank you and your family. We have a few more announcements to go, but let's get right into it. I talk a lot, so I may be going on and on. So I'm sorry. I get going. I don't know when to stop. So, big reveal. This is hard for me. This is hard for me. I haven't really announced this to anybody, like our community partners and everybody that we work with, besides my close friends, but I graduated in May. I graduated with my bachelor's in May, and I received a job offer last October from PepsiCo I'll be relocating to Oklahoma City, so I have to leave San Antonio. But our work here is not done. You know, we started here and we're going to finish what we started here. So I wanted to make a formal announcement to all of you guys that I will be relocating, and me, Billy, Jamie, Mia, Mike, we will be starting a new chapter in Oklahoma City. We have already planted a few seeds with a few school districts out there. We're getting ready for fall 2019. But like I said, our work here isn't done. San Antonio opened us up with huge arms, and we're not done here yet. I plan to come back here and open up our first retail location in 2022. Yeah, 2022. So in a few more years, we're gonna come back and open up our location. But I wanted to make an announcement to all of you guys because I feel like you guys deserve it. I didn't want to leave you guys out in the open and you emailing me like, what happened to the Sandershandorg? We're still here. We're still here. We're still going. So like I said, I'll be going off to Oklahoma City. I heard it was boring, so you know I may be in San Antonio a lot when I don't got to work. But I wanted to make that announcement to you guys. And wait, we got one more big announcement. This is a big one. This is a big one. Oh, so I'll give you a little backstory. Last year, I was interning at development service for the city of San Antonio. So I learned a lot about the city, learned a lot about ordinances. And I was like, okay, you know, it'd be cool for us to get like some type of recognition or something like that. So, and I said, you know what, when we do our event, let's apply for an award. So thanks to former District 2 Councilman Shaw back there. It's my guy. He's been a great mentor for me. He kind of guided me the way. And I applied. I applied for this, and honestly, I didn't think we were going to get it. I don't know why, but I didn't think we were going to get it. But, you know, my grandmother's a strong praying woman. She calls me every day. She said, baby, you going to get it. And I said, you know what? As long as my granny got me, that's it. And, you know, she prayed. She's probably watching us on live stream right now. So, hey, granny, hey, mama. They in Houston. They couldn't make it today. But, you know, I applied. So, and I was real persistent. I kept calling the office. I was like, hey, have you guys did it yet? Have you guys did it yet? They wasn't answering me. So I was like, yeah, they probably got tired of me. So I got an email back Monday morning. She said, it's ready to pick up. So I drove down there. I was super happy. I almost got towed because I parked somewhere where I wasn't supposed to park. I ran to the office to go get it. I got it. And I just want to make this announcement to everybody because this means so much to me. The city of San Antonio, Texas, Mayor Ron, I don't know how to say his last name, but Mayor Ron, he issued us a proclamation for our April 3rd event here today. The city of San Antonio recognizes it, and this, I don't even know what to say. Whew, this is big, so I wanted to share it for you guys. This is this is because of people like you for believing in us. You know, we couldn't do this without our volunteers. We couldn't do this without the support. You know, and your support goes a long way. No matter if you ever donated, volunteered, liked, retweeted, you know, your support has meant a lot to us. So I really, truly thank you guys. For my classmates who skipped class or left class early to come here, I love y'all. To all my bros, Mike, Billy, all the teachers that are here, all our UTSA students, all the community partners. Mrs. Kathy Helmington, is she still here? Right here. This lady right here has been my inspiration. She was there. The first thing I did when I created the Sandershandorg, we donated to Boys Town, Texas. Mike and Billy was with me. We was driving. It was raining real hard that day. And if you ride with me, you know I don't like driving in the rain. I drive real slow. So Mike was like, come on, bro, just let me drive. I was like, no, we're going to get there. Just wait. And we got there, rained and all, and we donated, and it was amazing. And ever since then, she has opened up her arms for me. She's doing phenomenal work. She's the CEO of San Antonio Threads. And if it wasn't for you motivating me and inspiring me, I wouldn't be able to keep going. You know, I love seeing what you guys do, so I wanted to thank you so much for being here. That means a lot. And this is for all of you guys. This means a lot to me. You know, to do this on my birthday, this was my dream come true. Thank you all for being here with me today. And let's celebrate. We got some cake, we got some food. Let's get some pictures. Hey, Seuss, me and you, let's have a conversation one-on-one. And let's just celebrate. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to HEB, Microsoft, Executives, Ms. Morgan in the house, there she goes. CEO of Executives Inc. She does phenomenal work with the women here in San Antonio. So thank you for being one of our sponsors. And like I said, let's celebrate. Let's come up here, let's get some pictures. I would like to speak to everybody. We got some cake, we're gonna cut the cake. Let's do it, let's go. Thank you guys. About to cut the cake. All right, guys, we're about to cut the cake right now. Oh, no problem. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Susan, amazing young man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. You good right here? You good? All right, Testing. All right. Hey guys, we're about to cut the cake. So if you want some of this delicious cake made by Mo Prep, we're right over here. This is great. Where I cut it at? Oh. I ain't the best at this. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, yeah. Scoop it up. You want to do this one? I don't want to mess it up. Ooh. Thank you. Come on, guys. Y'all get some cake. Want some cake, Mike?
He said he wants some cake.
We're not gonna take pictures like that. It's good? All right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You guys want some cake? Yeah. Sir? I'm sorry? Oh, all right. You want to dig into it? Good? Let's do it. Thank you. All right, thank you.